It's good to be with you again. It's Richard. I'm back here once more. So, lately I've reviewed a couple of small and tiny setups like, the Elfin by Asbody or the Mini Volt by Council of Vapors. And personally, I just love these tiny little devices. They're really convenient, very easy to carry around, pocket friendly. And for me, I don't really chain vape a lot. So it's just perfect to last me maybe half a day easy, no problem at all. So today we're going to be checking out yet another one of these tiny setups, these kind of kits that comes with temperature control, goes all the way up to 50 watts, comes with a sub-ohm tank, and this one's called the Gold Rush Kit by Artery. This actually comes packaged with a 50-watt box mod called the Nugget. This is called the Nugget, which I'm sure a lot of you Malaysians are very familiar with the name Nugget because I see a lot of shops retailing this, and it's very affordable, okay? So anyway, the Nugget, and it also comes with a sub-ohm tank called the 49er as well, but what I have here is actually just the Nugget and my own personal tank, which is the Avocado 22 millimeters. I didn't want to mess up the 49er, fill in juice and all that. I have to wash it up, show you in the close-ups and all that, so I just left it in the box as it is, and we're going to take a look at it in the close-ups, and then after that we'll fill her up and vape on it, and I'm going to leave you with my thoughts, okay? Now for this, it's called the Nugget, which is, exactly just that. You'll see why it's called that when we get into the close-up. It does temperature control for nickel, titanium, and also stainless steel, apart from Kenthol on power mode. And you've got your standard safety features like, battery protection, low battery warning, and all the good stuff in there, overheating and things like that, okay? Comes in a number of different colors for you to choose from. Mine's silver. You've also got black, gold, pink, white, as far as I know, okay? Let me just warn you, for those of you, if you're into, what do you call chain vaping, or rather if you're a chain vapor, this is not going to last you very, very long. I mean, it's understandable. It's so tiny, okay? It's only 1,000 milliamp hours when it comes to battery capacity. So if you chain vape, no, not your cup of tea, okay? The Nugget measures 55.5 by 31 by 22 millimeters in size, and resistance range is 0.1 to 3 ohms. It's firmware upgradable via the USB port here, and using Windows only, okay? So mine actually came with stainless steel in temperature control, but if you have the older version, which is only titanium and nickel, not a problem at all. Just plug it into your computer, your PC, and you can do the upgrade, and you will have stainless steel. Tell you what, let's go for close-ups right now. Dive in, take a good look at this, and then come back. We'll set up the 49er, we'll vape it, and I'm going to leave you with my thoughts. Catch you later. This is the Gold Rush kit from Artery Electronic Cigarette. The packaging that it comes in with one of those magnetic flaps where you can open up, very convenient. Also comes plastic shrink wrap, which I've already broken up the plastic, test the product, and I have in here the silver version. It also says zinc alloy edition, nice red on top, very attractive. Artery Gold Rush kit, one set at the side, and that's about it. Underneath you've got caution notes there, and also a barcode and a security code right here instead of your scratch and check. All you got to do is just go onto their website and check this number against it to make sure you have an authentic device in here, their website, and certification markings made in China. That's what it says here. Flip open the top and you have a picture of the device here from the side, and also right in front as well, all the different parts that make up the device and contents of the package as well. And in here you have your Nugget instruction booklet here showing you how to do the settings and all that and so forth, which is a good idea to just go through it. All right, and besides that, another booklet here, the 49er tank, showing you the tank, all the different parts that make up the tank and so forth, showing you how to fill up the juice and things like that. All right, so in the packaging you have a spare coil, which is this is actually a stainless steel coil. Used to be a nickel coil in there, but they realized that a lot of people don't actually vape on nickel, so they've decided to replace it with a stainless steel coil, which is a brilliant idea. So that's your organic cotton in there. It's a vertical coil. This is how the coil looks like, airflow underneath. So that's your spare coil. Pre-installed, you've got a Kenthal coil rated at 0.5 ohms, and this I believe is 0.8 ohms. Yes. Micro USB cable for you to charge and also do firmware upgrades with this. And that's about it. You've got your tank and your mod seated in there. This is your 49er tank in a plastic like that. That's your tank there. We'll come to it shortly and have a look at it afterwards in more detail. This is your tiny little Nugget Mod, which is 50 watts. Comes with temperature control as well. We'll have a look at it right now. It's brushed finish, by the way, as you can see the brush strokes from the top to the bottom there. So it is not a fingerprint magnet. You've got your micro USB with a light here, I think red for charging and blue when it's fully charged, if I'm not mistaken, or green. Artery printed at the bottom here. Excuse the reflection that's coming off this shiny surface. And here you have a nice big display screen, your firing button, and you've got your plus and minus button, which is indicated at the bottom there. Vent holes and also certification markings right on top here. All copyrights reserved by Artery printed on top. Right in the center is your 510, which is what I love about this mod. Keep things looking balanced when you have your atomizer in there. And it comes with spring-loaded 510, which is not too tight, and it's a little bit soft, but just nice. It still will make contact with whatever atomizer you put in there. You've got two channels here for those of you who's using atomizers that require bottom air feed, and also in case you have juice that leaks out of your tank, it'll actually drip and slide it off from here. To compare it with other devices as well, we've got the mini volt here at the side, which is about the same size if you look at it side by side. And of course you have another device, which is the Alphin mod that I've done a review earlier on. So that's the Alphin for you. All three of these lined up, and you have, just for comparison's sake, with a Vapor Shock DNA 40 here. So that's how small it is. It's even smaller than the DNA 40 for sure. Settings with this device, 5 clicks to turn it on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have Artery, the logo, and goes into your main display screen. Sorry about the scrolling, that's because of the video. And you have TM stainless steel on top, and also a battery indicator on the top right hand corner, 450 degrees, 25 watts, and right underneath you have your resistance. Okay, and of course, to do the settings, all you got to do, you want to change the settings, plus and minus, press them down both together, and you go into work mode setting, click the fire button. That's temperature for you. Nickel mode, if you want to choose other modes, you can go into titanium, you can go into stainless steel as well. And after that, click the top again, goes back into work mode. You can move on to another setting, or you can click the back button, which is the minus button, and it goes into exit. If you exit, it goes back into the main screen. Okay, so again, just click it together, work mode. Next you have temperature system setting. Click the fire button to confirm it, and you have Fahrenheit, or in Celsius. Fahrenheit goes from 200 degrees to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, and Celsius from 100 to 300 degrees Celsius. So you have an option to choose which one you want. I'd rather have it in Fahrenheit. So once you've confirmed that, just click the fire button and it goes back into temperature setting system. Next you have temperature power limit section. 25 watts, you can do your power adjustments here all the way up to 50 watts and down to probably 1 watt or 5 watt. Okay, it's down to 5 watt. Click the confirm button, fire button to confirm it, and you go back into the main screen again. Click that and it goes into auto off time setting. Now this is very interesting because this will power auto off whatever time you've set it to. Let's say you've set it to 20 minutes. Now after 20 minutes the whole device automatically turns off. Okay, you can change the setting to 10 minutes, that's which is the lowest, or all the way up to 90 minutes. Okay, once you go into 90 minutes, after 90 minutes then it turns off, or you can turn it off. You can have it in 90 minutes, 80, 70, 60, 50, okay, whichever you want to set it to. Once you confirm that, it goes back out again and move on to your next setting. Software updating, click that again, goes into your software version, which is your latest software version. If you click and exit. You want to exit the settings, just go to exit, press fire, and it goes back to the main screen. So basically just that for the Nugget Mod. 50 watts in temperature control, fires from 5 to 50 watts as well. This has got pass-through capability, so you can charge and vape it at the same time. Right, let's take a look at the 49er tank right now. This is a sub-ohm tank, doesn't come with an RBA section. Comes with this drip tip, which is removable. You can change it to your own drip tip if you want to. And this measures 48.5 millimeters in height all the way to the top of the drip tip, and by 22 millimeters in diameter. And that's your contact pin there. Some engravings at the bottom, designed by Artery, and a serial number. Okay, you've got a gold-plated or brass pin there at the bottom, and it comes with top fill capability. Just unscrew it, and that's your fill port there, which is a really big fill port there. Juice to go in, air to come out as usual, very standard. And you can also break the tank apart. Comes with juice flow control, by the way, just to let you see. Open up the juice flow, which is really big. The juice flow hole is about 5 millimeters in diameter. And you've got your Cyclops airflow control here, adjustable. The only snag is if I want to close off my air hole completely and I want to close up the juice hole, I can never do that. Okay, it seemed to just open up a little bit. So that's the snag for me that I find with this. Alright, so anyway, you can break this up, open it up to change your coil. That's your coil in there. Your stock coil is a Kanthal coil rated at 0.5 ohm. Turn it and it opens up like that. Japanese cotton in there, airflow. Same thing which I've showed you in the spare, and that's your base there with a contact pin. Alright, to change your coil, just take it out and screw the new one back in again. Make sure you don't strip the threading. Put it in nicely, turn, and that's it. You can also remove this part as well for cleaning purposes. Take out the glass. That's the bottom in there. Juice flow. There's got this silicone ring here to go up against the device to keep it leak proof, so that you don't have any juices leaking out. And then just turn it, close it up like that. And the stainless steel coil head is rated at 0.8 ohms in the spares. So let's fill it up. I'm going to close off the juice hole right now. You see, close off the juice hole, but I can't close this. Still got a little bit of opening for the juice hole. As hard as I try, but never mind. I'll try and close it. Okay, that's the best I can do. So, close it back. Open up the juice flow and your airflow. So that's it. And with a juice flow hole like that, I think it shouldn't be a problem with thick juices. This is the 49er, and we're going to put it in together with the mod. Screw it down to the mod. Beautiful. I've got the Kanthal stock coil in there, by the way, and I'm firing at 28 watts. It's rated at 0.58 ohms. By the way, I forgot to show you in the close-up, it does show the volts on power mode. Okay, let's go for it. Surprisingly, the 49er sub-ohm tank does give you very good flavor, good vapor production as well. You got a very airy lung hit with the Cyclops airflow at the bottom. With the juice hole at 5 millimeter in diameter, you're not going to get a dry hit. Especially this is good for people who likes using thick juices. I think it'll work great for you. Okay, the only thing is, I mean, I've just opened this up to use it. I've just juiced it up. If you're going to be leaving this overnight, I would close off the juice flow just in case. Okay, because if too much juice get in there, it'll flood your chamber. It'll leak out from your air hole. I mean, if you're like me, you've got a phobia for leaking devices. I hate leaking devices because it's very messy and all that. If you find it leaking, you pour and juice comes out. So I'll turn it off at night, you know, before I go to bed. So anyway, yep, it's a good tank, and the device, like for sure. This is really, I like small devices, period. And yes, it does power off if you leave it alone, just like all the other small devices that I've done before. But you see, that one you got to click it 5 times to turn it on again. It can be a bit of a hassle, but with this now, it's fantastic. I can actually choose to set how long I want before it powers off. So all the way up to 90 minutes if I want to, or if I want to turn it off, I don't want it to power off at all. I can do that. Great stuff. 50-watt temperature control device that does nickel, titanium, and stainless steel. Another thumbs up for me for this. 50-watt, yes, I can sub home with it, but yes, bear in mind it's only a 1000 milliamp hour built-in battery, so you won't get very much vape time out of this if you are chain vaping. For me, I don't chain vape, like I said, so it's fine, lasts me for quite a while. Instantly fires, no lag time, hit and it goes. Also the fact that I like the charge port. It's at the side here, like I said, I have a phobia with leaking devices, so when I have to lie down some charge port right at the bottom like that, otherwise I have to take out the whole tank. I like this one. Just plug it in and I'm charging it with it standing up like that. Perfect. All the things I want in a small tiny device. Overall, if you're like me who likes small tiny little devices, I wouldn't say it's cute, but really it is cool. Very easy to pocket, carry around. I mean, it's good. Two cons with this. One is the juice flow control with the airflow. You try to turn both off, you can't, well, at least I can't. Something opens, okay? I try to close off the airflow, the juice flow close off, and it still has a little gap in it. And if I want to open all, you just can't get both to close or open together. One will turn off, okay? So that's the only snag. And the other one is this. The rattling, the buttons, okay? You shake it and it rattles, okay? I mean, it's just that, but I don't usually hold up my mod and use it as a shaker. So it's fine, okay? Not a big deal, but, both not a big deal actually. But it would be better if I can, close off both the juice hole and the air hole, and also if this doesn't rattle. I like the display. The display is very, very nice and big, especially for senior citizens like me. When you have to hold something and take it away to read something, age is catching up. So with this, it's fine. I can see the display, although it's a little bit dim, but still I can see it, and the numbers are big and nice. Okay, so these are the things that I like. Let me take another vape. Alright, so Artery electronic cigarette sent me an extra one, and this is the white version. Okay, I wanted to give this to a very special lady. Okay, she's an elderly woman. She lives in San Antonio in Texas. I'm going to send it to you, Teresa Lang. Okay, this is a surprise. This might come as a surprise to you, but I'd like to send it to you. And she's been vaping for about three years. Yeah, she's been smoking probably as long as I have been. Besides being a vapor herself, has also got other people to stop smoking and get into vaping, and one of them is her husband, who started vaping recently, and he's given up smoking as well. Good job, congratulations, I'm proud of you. Good one, my dear. And I'm gonna send this to you. All right, this is for you. So that about wraps it up for this. Oh, before that, Malaysia, I don't know if the Gold Rush kit is out yet. I don't think I've ever seen it in any of the retail shops, but most of the retail shops, actually, there's a buzz going on here where you have the Nugget Mod, okay, and it's very, very affordable. You can get this for under 200 ringgit. I'm just guessing, okay, don't quote me. It's about 170 ringgit for the Nugget Mod. For a 50-watt temperature control device that does nickel, titanium, and stainless steel, hey, this is bang for your buck. To me, I like it, okay? So anyway, that's it. One more vape, we'll call it a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until the next one, thank you for your support. Love you guys. Love from Malaysia. God bless. Have a nice day. Bye for now.